What's up? 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 What is up? How are y'all doing today? It is Friday. Y'all know what that means. We about to get down and have us a good old time today. I am not gonna lie to y'all. I really thought I was about to come on here and be super excited, but I made the mistake of watching that Tyree Nichols video. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, this is the news story about the young black man who got beat up and killed by the police officers. Um, I think this was in Memphis or whatnot or whatever. Um, yeah, it got me a little shook up. Like I'm messed up over this because this is I know it's not movie related or whatever, but this was uh it was very tough to watch. And I understand some people are not coming here for that, and I'm not going to preach to nobody or nothing, but I will say that this is a problem in this country. It's not just a black and white thing, it's not just a racial thing. But we have a policing problem in our country. Police brutality is a problem. I'm sorry, I don't hear no Blue Lives Matter talking up right now at all. But this is a problem, not with police officers, because I know some good police officers, but this is a problem with the system of policing. The fact that we actually have police brutality and some people don't get held accountable for it, that's a problem. That is not okay. So, yes, I am praying for the family. I hope that, I know they boarding up the city and all that stuff right now. Because if you watch it, it's hard not to get mad. It's hard not to get mad about this. But I just, gentle reminder, this is why we talk about Black Lives Matter, not just because of the racial component, but against police brutality. This is why Colin Kaepernick took a knee, not because of football or whatever, because of police brutality. Nobody should be defending police brutality. Police don't even defend police brutality, or at least they shouldn't. Anyway, I'm sorry. It's ridiculous that this keeps happening because I've seen in other countries, not even other countries, literally, I want to say in New Jersey, there's I think was it Camden police or something like that in New Jersey. They changed their whole police system and they ain't got to deal with this. All they did was change up the rules and everything was fine. Crime rate went down, police brutality went down. Anyway, that's not what y'all came here for. So y'all came for some movie stuff. We gonna talk about some movie stuff here. But I had to get that off my chest just because it's utterly ridiculous. And I'm sorry, as a black man, I'm looking at him, looking and I see me. I can't help but to internalize that. I've seen far too many black men go out there and do all the right things, comply and do whatever, and still get killed. Seen it to black sisters. I've seen it to white people too. Policing the system. Change it, please. Anyway, all right. Sorry. Yeah, I had to get that off my chest. I had to get it off my chest. I'm sorry. I know we got to uplift people and all that, but damn it, sometimes we got to call out these things one way or another. We have to talk about this. We can't sweep this stuff under the rug. Anyway, let's see who is here today. Because by the way, I'm gonna try and keep this live nice and brief. I do have a nice little date with the missus. So right after this, you boys gonna get freshed up a little bit, and I'm gonna go out and go meet up with the missus in a little bit. But of course, I had to come chat with y'all real quick first, too. Let's see who's in the building, though. We got my man, Minister Crush. What is going on, sir? Thank you so much for being here tonight. I appreciate you. Paul, what's going on? Thank you so much for being here as well. We got the homie, the Mod Squad, the vet in the building, Rim 17. What's going on? Thank you so much. Y'all know the deal already. Make sure you get those likes up in case you like what you see and what you hear. Appreciate you for all the work to you and the rest of the Mod Squad out there. Latrice, what's going on? Thank you so much. I'm glad that you could make it. I appreciate you. Kimmy, good to see you as well. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Haitian Blue, what's going on, my brother? Sock Passe, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you so much for making it out. Violent Ninja, what's going on? Tomorrow. Tomorrow is your 23rd birthday. Hey, that is awesome. Shout out to you. Happy birthday to Violent Ninja. Thank you so much for having just to take the time to talk and to be with us today on your pre-birthday. So I really hope that you have a fantastic weekend, and I hope you celebrate and enjoy yourself responsibly. All right, don't do nothing crazy, because I know in my 23 years, that birthday was kind of wild. But I ain't gonna talk about that. That's another time. But enjoy yourself. Have a great time. And happy birthday to you. My man Johnny Washington's in the building. What's going on, brother? Good to see you too. My man John Robinson is here. What's going on, sir? How are you? Trouble Clef is in the building. What's going on? How are you? Oh, so me. Hello. Good to see you too. Thank you for making it out. My homie Cynthia is here. What's going on, ma'am? How are you? Thank you so much for making it out. Mr. Kennedy, how you doing, bro? You already know. Come on, now you already know it's the Kang gang in the building. Come on now, in Kang we trust. Okay, come on now. You already know how he gets down. You already know. Come through. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Alejandro, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Always a pleasure to have you here. Shauna, hello. Good to see you. Is that promotion coming up? I hope everything is still smooth. Is everything copacetic? Just checking up on you. But thank you so much for making it out. Always appreciate you. The homie Tyra is here. Hello, ma'am. Always a pleasure to have you as well. Let's see. My man Didier's in the building. What is going on? Oh, Diane. Oh my God. Black Widow's in the building. Happy Friday. E-Man gang. Come through, Diane. Thank you, man. My goodness. You just blessing the channel, keeping the lights on. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for that very, very generous contribution to the channel. My goodness. Woo! That's why you always been a top supporter and a top vet. Always. Thank you so much. Let's see. My man Gray is here. What's going on? How you doing? Jesus or Jesus, whichever one. I don't know. But hello. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. AJ, what's going on? How are you? Thank you so much for being here as well. I appreciate you. We got the homie Rhonda here. Hello, ma'am. Good to see you too. Let's see. Callow, hello. What's up? My man Reese is in the building. How you doing, Reese? Good to see you as always. Jam, hello. Good to see you. Soto, what's going on? My homie Nelson V is here. What's going on? There we got Mama J in the building. Come through. What? Oh, you got to get your cold libation. Hey, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, whatever it is, okay? And then, of course, come on now, Miss Harper. Always a pleasure. If you got to listen on the ride, that's fine too. You know, that is all good. We just love having you here either way. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Rachel, I see you too. Thank you so much for being here. Marvin, what's going on? Corey, I see you. Michael, what's up? My man, Famous Jay, hello. And shout out to everybody that has been able to make it out tonight. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to really just, hang out with me on these Friday nights. Really does mean a lot to me. I appreciate you. Let's see. Let's get some Kiki. This is facts. I've been trying to tell people, like, Kang, ain't nothing wrong with it. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, look. There's gonna be some more. I got some more. There will be some more. I'm not playing. Okay, when I talk about the Kang gang, I'm not playing with these folks. Okay, and by the way, Marvel, wherever, if y'all listening, it's a shame that you guys are not tapping in to the Black community that is out here fully supporting Jonathan Majors for your movie. I'm just saying, I'm not saying y'all gotta say Kang gang or nothing, but y'all need to tap into this, okay? Because I'm gonna be straight up honest with y'all. I am not going into Ant-Man for Ant-Man. I don't care about Ant-Man. Listen, I understand. I know, where's Kristen Pratt? She here tonight? Because I understand some people gonna be here for Scott Lang. That's fine. I'm not. I'm in there for Kang. That's it. Okay, I don't care what happens to Scott Lang. I don't care what happens to the Ant-Man or the Wasp. They can both get squashed for all I care. I'm here for Kang and the gang, and that's it. Okay, so don't ever get it twisted now. Okay, I am not out here looking for Scott Lang and his daughter and Cassian. Move over, Kang is in here. Okay, my man got a whole dynasty. Okay, when you ever hear of somebody in Marvel having a dynasty? The Avengers ain't even got a dynasty. Come on now. Anyway, let's get to some of these topics for tonight. So I can hurry up and go meet my boo thing out there. What we got? First, we got Fantastic Beasts. We got an update here. I don't know about y'all, but the whole Harry Potter franchise, I never read the books, but I watched every single movie and I liked them. I like the Harry Potter series. I feel as though after the Harry Potter series, they came out with the Fantastic Beasts movies, and the first movie, it was okay to me. Like, I thought it was okay, but I was kind of like, okay, like y'all gonna focus on the actual beast, right? Like on all the magical stuff and the world building. And not so much. Actually, it was really a setup for like Dumbledore and his hidden affairs and all this other stuff. And I was just like, well, why didn't y'all just call it a Dumbledore movie? Like, this wasn't even about the beast. Like, what are you talking about? But anyway, they came out with 3 movies for this thing. You had the whole Johnny Depp situation going on with his trial. So then they had to recast him. Yes, that's right. People recast all the time. They recast him with Mads Mikkelsen, which I thought was a fantastic recasting. But I gotta say, I saw the third movie and it was whack. I mean, the second movie was not good either, but the third movie was even more whack. Like, I was like, where's the main character? Where's Eddie Redmayne's character, whatever his name was? I forgot the dude's name. I'm like, y'all ain't show no beasts. There was barely anything magical about this. Why are we doing this? Why is this franchise still going? I ain't even seen a Harry Potter nothing nowhere ever. What are we doing here? Anyway, apparently, we got an update here from the main character himself, the main guy, Eddie Redmayne, and he basically let us know what the future has in store for the next Fantastic Beasts. And he said that, I mean, at the moment, there's nothing that I'm aware of. So as I'm aware, it's not something that's on the cards. Yikes. Yes. So maybe the franchise won't continue. Doesn't seem like it's going to continue. And guess what? I'm okay with that. I'm very, very, very okay with no more Fantastic Beasts. Let it die. Just put it to sleep. Let it go night. It is totally okay with me if they don't do any more. Let me tell you something. I barely remember these things. Okay, I barely remember them. Newt. Ah, dang, that was his name. Newt. He played Newt. Golly, why was that such a struggle? Anyway, I don't care. I'm very fine with them being done with this whole thing. But I am curious because I'm sure some people actually did enjoy it. If you did enjoy the Fantastic Beasts, how do you feel about how they ended it? And are you okay if they don't move on? Does that work for you, or do you want to see more? If you do, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Well, while you guys are doing that, I see my boo thing is in here. What's going on, Booger Sugar? How you doing? Shoot, listen, I'm about to hurry up with this chat, and we finna go wine and dine. And listen, save me some of them catfish because I want some of the. I'm coming for it. Ooh, we got to get some of that catfish. But yes, what's going on, boo thing? We got the queen in the house. Let's see what I got. Another comment here. Alib, hello, ma'am. How are you? Good to see you again. E-Man as the future Mrs. Majors. I want you to know we appreciate your support. I have missed y'all since I didn't get a shout out. Just saying, oh my God, come on now, Alib. You definitely getting this shout out. I don't know about the Mrs. Majors. I'm not gonna put you out there like that because I feel like there's gonna be a couple other Mrs. Majors potentials and candidates out there. I don't want to start no fighting. Good luck though. Good luck to all of y'all. But thank you so much, and I appreciate you, ma'am, as always. let's see, who else do we have? All right, let's move on to the next one. What else do we have? Oh, okay. So here's something. I don't know about y'all. If you have not been watching Invincible on Amazon, I don't know what to tell you. This show is fantastic. I mean, it is violent. If you like The Boys, it is pretty much right up that alley. Except obviously it's in animated form, but it has been a while. It is a long while for Invincible to come back. But they just dropped like a teaser trailer not too long ago. Nothing crazy, but it was just basically giving us a light update where let me see, what did they end up saying? So in the trailer, they just said they made a joke, and there was basically like one of the characters demands a specific release date for season 2, and he gets a ballpark figure of late 2023. So if you're looking for any type of like confirmation of when this movie is gonna, or when this show is gonna happen, we don't know. It's just late 2023. But I will say this though, like, I missed out on the first season because I didn't know how good it was going to get. There's a very good chance that I'm probably going to cover it, or I'm going to try to cover it one way or another, because that show is fantastic. And it is based on a comic. And I started, the funny thing is, I started reading the comic before I watched the show. And as the comic started getting good, I was like, no, I don't want to see no more. And I just started watching the show only. And I got to say, there's so much wild stuff that's about to happen, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. But here's the thing. It's not just the fact that season 2 is coming, but did y'all know that apparently they're going to take this up a level even higher? A live action film adaptation of Invincible is still happening. Okay? A live action. And here's what was said by Kirkman, I believe. We're very much still working on that. Sometimes movies take a little bit longer. I think it's safe to say, if anything, the show has just helped that immensely. People are very excited about that movie potential at Universal. So we're riding that excitement and trying to push things forward as quickly as possible. Wow. Now let me tell you something. I didn't know that they were doing a movie in live action. I'm not opposed to them doing a movie in live action. All I know is if and when they do this, rated R should be the bare minimum rating. I mean, I'm at the point, given the level of violence that takes place in the comic and in the show, I'm at the point where I'm like, y'all might need to make this NC-17. Like, it's not a the violent, it's a really gruesome show. It's very, very gruesome. Okay. Like, I don't know if you even want 16-year-olds walking in watching that. You got to be desensitized like me, to watch this kind of stuff. But when I tell you that live action could be so phenomenal, as long as they don't hold back, I'm fine with it. And you know what? I think that if they go for what's dude's name? His daddy, Omni-Man. If they go for Omni-Man, I want Jeffrey Dean Morgan to play him. Ooh, that'd be money. That'd be money. And I want that subway scene. Woo! Ooh. Y'all know what, if you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking. That subway scene with the trains and stuff. Ooh. Yo. They put that in live action. I don't know. It's that's gonna be nuts. I'll rewatch that for the sake of watching it live. I know that, but I ain't gonna give nothing away just in case if anyone hasn't watched the show or anything. If you haven't, please go check it out. If you don't mind superhero stuff, if you don't mind lots of violence, it is super violent. I mean, if you can't take someone's guts being ripped out their stomach, don't watch this. Okay. I'm giving you that warning right now. But I'm here for this. I definitely want to see who's behind it and who would be cast in it. Give me Jeffrey Dean Morgan for Omni-Man and fill out whoever you want for the rest. I don't care. But this I like the idea of it. I like it. But anyway, what do y'all think about a live action version of Invincible? Is this something that you would watch? And here's another question. What if they made it PG-13? Would you watch it? Like, I mean, because I don't even know if I could take it seriously if they made it PG-13. Like, I'm just saying, like, why are y'all doing this? But anyway, would y'all be cool with a live action version of Invincible? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, let's see. We got my man Nelson V. What you got here? You so right, E-Man. Scott Lang is a supporting character while Kang got the victory. By stopping anyone in his way. Yes. My brother, can't you see? I've got the victory. Stop. I know if y'all have not seen the Kang stomp, go on to my channel. Go watch that Kang stomp, man. Don't make me even pull this sucker up. I need to download that and pull it up. When I tell you that I laughed so hard when I was looking at the video, because I was putting the video together and I was looking at the lyrics. At first, I just look a little quick behind the scenes. At first, I'm making this real. And I see the lyrics and it says, my brother, can't you see? I've got the victory. Stomp. And I was going to leave it at that. I was like, yeah, Kang, stomp. Okay. Then I read the lyrics and Kirk Franklin was like, I'm more than a conqueror. I was like, oh no. We got to put that in. I got to put that in there. Then I listened to the rest of the song. Ooh, we promise the stomp. Nothing but the stomp. Oh, come on now. I was like, this is it. I was in there. Please go watch that reel if you got it. Go watch the short or whatever. I know YouTube gonna hit me if I play it now because of the copyright or whatever. But when I tell you I laughed so hard, I never laughed so hard at making a reel before in my life. And that right there took me all the way out. It took me out. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. I almost want to play it like just in the theater, just for no reason. People gonna be like, why is he talking about a stomp? What is this? Oh man. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see. Oh, okay. Now, if you've been following this channel, you already know I've been covering the Last of Us on here. And the show is just phenomenal. Okay, the show is just phenomenal, and it is probably one of the best things going on TV for now, right? For now. But it is breaking records, it is doing numbers. A lot of people are tuning in and watching this thing, and it's almost like, one good sign that I've always said is pay attention to when these shows get promising good news, like how early, right? By the way, let me post that. Here you go. For anybody that missed it, you can watch. I posted it in the comments. You can watch that Kang Gang stomp right there for your own enjoyment, right there. Yes. But anyway, but yeah, so we just got a quick update here that apparently The Last of Us is going to be renewed for season 2 at HBO. And I mean, come on now. Like, we ain't even get to episode 3 yet. So you know that they know that this show is fire. They know that. So, I mean, it didn't shock me because once again, and I'm going to take this moment again, because I'm going to constantly remind y'all about this until it sinks in. And then y'all could go back and be like, you know what? E-Man did say this. E-Man did tell us. I want to ask y'all this hypothetical question. Do y'all think that if HBO had, I don't know, done the Netflix model and just released all of this at once, do you think we'd still be talking about it today? If they released all the episodes 2 weeks ago, do y'all really think we'd still be all up on Last of Us today? Because I don't know about y'all, but the fact that it's a weekly release, I'm seeing articles about every single episode. I'm seeing this thing trend on social media every Sunday night. I'm seeing people finally coming in being like, oh man, I didn't know that this show was so good. Let me start watching now. The weekly model for good shows. I'm not saying for every show. If it's a show with like 20 minutes of no. Drop all that at once. But these good shows that give us a good 45 minutes or longer, something that we can really sink our teeth into, give it to us weekly so that we can take the time at our leisure to watch it, digest it, and wait for the next one. I'm telling y'all, the weekly model is where it's at. I'm telling you, because otherwise, guess what would have happened? Just like Wednesday, The Last of Us would have came and it would have went and it would have been done with, and we would have been looking for the next thing. Just like that. Because we would have taken our week or two to binge it, and then nobody would talk about it no more. But now you got people talking about it. Now you got news like this. Oh, it's renewed for season 2. Now for all the people that would sleep and weren't watching, they're going to be like, dang, it got renewed already? Okay, maybe I should check this out. Watch them numbers keep going up. That's how you build up hype. Come on, man. Y'all going to, I know some people going to argue with me like, no, I want to binge it. I get that. We all greedy sometimes. I get that. I'm just saying we can live with the weekly model and be just fine too. We'll be all right, man. But look, I mean, from HBO standpoint, this is good because they about to keep people subscribed for an extra couple weeks. You know, people ain't gonna go nowhere now. But anyway, are you watching The Last of Us, and are you happy about the fact that they are renewing this to season 2? Now, I asked this, and I asked people not to spoil the game because unfortunately, Last of Us 2 was spoiled for me. I haven't played the games, but unfortunately, someone spoiled what happens in the second game to me. And I'm like, oh, great, season 2. And now I'm like, oh, crap, season 2. So I'm wondering, for my gamers out there, again, don't spoil it. Are you excited about a season 2? You know? And all I know is, I'm going to just say this. The Walking Dead made a very big change to some characters compared to the comics. So I'm hoping that the TV show does a very big change for season 2 and beyond. And that way it won't disappoint people as much. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to leave it at that. If you've watched or played the game, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, you go ahead. Let me know what your thoughts are. All right, let me get this comment real quick. The missus, man, what you doing? Okay, come through with the support. I love it. It's like, you know, when the first lady get the church money and pay their time. I love it. That's awesome. Almost 200 viewers, under 100 likes. Hit that like button and remember to subscribe to be the first to get great content. Love y'all. Let me tell you something. Get you a support, a partner, a life partner like this. I'm telling you, okay, invaluable. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate your love. Thank you so much. Helping she putting in work. You're supposed to be out with the girls having a good time. Enjoy yourself. Have you one of them little shots, you know, for me, and save me one when I get there. I'm gonna get there and take one of them little shots to the head too. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. And yeah, go ahead and listen to her. She knows what she's talking about. She know it. Appreciate you all day. Thank you so much. Let's get a couple of these out of here too. Titans and Doom Patrol. Now, these are also 2 other shows that on HBO Max, DC, Warner Brothers. Unfortunately, we got some bad news, and the bad news is that both of these shows are going to end with their 4th season on HBO Max. Now, you know, the sad thing is that, at least from what I've heard, because I haven't watched either show, and one of the reasons why I haven't watched either show is because, to be honest with you, I don't trust Warner Brothers or DC all the time. A lot of times the shows will come, then they'll be out of here in less than no time. I remember, what was it? I think it was Swamp Thing or something like that. Swamp Thing came in one episode, and I thought, like, yo, okay, this looks decent. They canceled the show within one episode and still dropped the rest of the episodes. And I was like, what? Why would you even do that? Like, who's going to go watch a show that you know is going to go nowhere? So I'm sitting here like, yo, come on now. What are we doing? And it's caused a lot of trust issues. However, in fairness, both of these shows, from the people I've heard anyway, a lot of people love Doom Patrol. A lot of people also love Titans as well. So I don't think that these shows are coming to an end because of their bad quality. I don't think that's the case. Now, from what was heard, of course, some people, my goodness, I don't understand it. Y'all already know. WB, we talked about this. They got a whole new 10-year plan coming. They got a whole new thing coming. They revamping stuff. They doing things. We already talked about Henry Cavill. We already talked about, like, Aquaman and all. Like, there's so many changes that are happening because they're trying to just start over in one way, right? Because everything else has been a mess. It's been a mess. Whether it's Snyder stuff or all the stuff in between, it's been a mess. So Zaslav has come in, he's chopping stuff, he's canceling things. Yo, they made a whole Batgirl movie and chopped it up and put it to the side. They had a screening funeral. I ain't never heard that in my life. A screening funeral. They showed the Batgirl movie to the WB folks and was like, yep, we want you to watch this because we about to chuck it out for tax cuts, tax breaks, or whatever. So anyway, I think even though these shows have had very good ratings, success, or whatever, I think they're just naturally coming to an end. And I think it's also a way to make way for the new path or direction of DC, right? Now, of course, without fail, there are folks online that are like, well, this is all James Gunn's fault, right? And it's not like people are jumping to blame James Gunn for everything. And James Gunn actually responded this time. He actually responds to the question of who doomed Doom Patrol and Titans. And he said this in a tweet very simply: the decision to end the series precedes us. But I certainly wish the best for the talented group of creators, actors, and the rest of the crew that produce both shows. So what did we see? We saw this happen last time, which was with The Rock and Black Adam, or with Henry Cavill. Like, a whole bunch of decisions and a lot of things that have happened before James Gunn even got his job. And I don't think some people really understand how sometimes the business that happens behind scenes compared to the news, and when we get it, that doesn't always correlate. Just because we get the news today doesn't mean that thing happened today. Just because we learned today that Doom Patrol is canceled doesn't mean that James Gunn came in and was like, cancel that same day. A lot of these decisions probably were made way before. This is why I keep telling y'all, let James Gunn actually cook. Let this man do what he's going to do. I am not a defender of James Gunn. I'm not even going to sit here and say he's about to give y'all the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying, if you're going to blame the man, blame him for something he's actually done. He ain't even do half of the stuff yet. He ain't even tell us half of the things that he wants to do. All we know is that Henry Cavill's not going to be his Superman. Doesn't mean Henry Cavill's never coming back. We also know that Aquaman or Jason Momoa might be playing other roles. We don't know exactly what it is. Lobo. Okay. But Let the man just do what he's gonna do. I swear, people be out here trying to blame James Gunn for everything. Like, oh my gosh, Suicide Squad sucked. Damn it, James Gunn. What? Oh no, Batman v Superman tanked in theaters. All James Gunn's fault. Stop. Just stop. Slow down. He ain't to blame for everything. Okay. Now, when he does something, okay, and here, listen, you can hear this from me. When he does something, and if it's crap, woo, we gonna get on that man. Woo, we gonna let that man know. Woo, we gonna let DC know that they out here DCing again. Okay, so trust me. Okay, let this just wait. Let us wait and see. You know, let this man cook, and then we gonna taste it. And if it's delicious, we gonna eat it up. If it's terrible, we gonna throw that pot out and kick him out the kitchen. Okay, just chill. That's all I'm saying. Just chill. Woo, my goodness. Anyway, do I have any people in here that actually watch Titans or Doom Patrol? Let me know if how you feel about it. And you know, are you sad that it's coming to an end? I have the feeling that if it is true that it preceded James Gunn, then that sounds like this could have been a decision that Zaslav made before he decided to create a DC Studios and hire other people. But let me know what you think about it. And yeah, let me know that in the comments down below. All right. Let's see here. What do we have here? We got Steve. Thank you so much, Steven. What's going on? Happy New Year, E-Man from Reese and Steve. Prayers to the Nichols family. Indeed, I was in Chicago last week for work and almost dropped in. Thanks for your content and all you do. Thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate you so much. That is awesome. Appreciate you so much for that. Didier, what you got? Thank you so much. I feel like they hired James Gunn just to be the fall guy, like black intern head coach in the NFL. Well, now that's a whole nother other issue in itself, ain't it? I'll put it like this. I don't think they hired him for that, but I do think that James Gunn was fully aware of what situation he was getting into. He did mention, and we talked about this a couple weeks ago, he did say that, like, look, no level of harassment or bullying or whatever is gonna move us, right? So y'all can sit here and hashtag fire James Gunn and, you know, blah blah blah. He's like, yo, I don't care about none of that, because I've already known what the certain section of the fandom is like anyway. So I think he fully accepted this job knowing that he was not going to be liked or received because his name's not Zack Snyder. Like, that literally could have been anyone that accepted this job. But at the same time, I do think that he was hired because Zaslav said it himself. Yo, Marvel and Disney, they got a good thing going over there. They have things nicely organized over there. And one of the things that they're doing is they're just simply saying, like, yo, rather than having all these things separated, let's put all this stuff in the same house. Let's make the animation under the same house. Let's put the live action under the same house. Let's put the TV and the movies all under the same house. And we need somebody to run it. And that's why they went and got Gunn and Safran. They didn't, because there is no other Kevin Feige out there. There is nobody that knows the characters in the comics intimately and knows how to make movies. You don't have that. So they got someone that knows how to make movies with Peter Safran, and they got somebody that knows the characters like James Gunn. If you follow his Twitter, all he does is read, you know, he talks about how he's reading Grant Morrison, Superman, All-Star Superman, and all these other things. So he's doing the work, at least on the creative side. But I think that is the overall prevailing reason why they hired him. But yeah, I think you're right that I don't think they hired him to be the fall guy, but I think he knows that he's going to have to take a couple falls here and there, I think. What else we got? Reese, what's going on? I made a petition for Chad. Save Black Panther for Chad. Oh man, Reese, thank you so much for that. That is awesome. I hope your petition does very, very well. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of other Black Panther fans will definitely appreciate that. Thank you so much. What is this? What is this? We got the back-to-back support with the what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, now, ma'am, come through. Come on, y'all. Hit that like button. My hub spends hours giving you great content. Show your love. Hit that like. Come through, missus. Come through. Listen, you ain't got to tell them about the work all behind the scenes. They don't even know about all that. You know, they gonna get this and they gonna have a good time. That's all good. It's all good, you know. But I appreciate y'all one way or another. And come on now, I love the missus for that. Come through, come through. Shoot, might have to go there and buy you an extra drink, man. Let's see what else do we have here. Now we got another quick Aquaman update. Last time we talked about Aquaman 2, basically we had Jason Momoa coming out of a meeting with James Gunn, Safran, and Zaslav, and he was super excited. We think that it is more than likely, well, I think it is more than likely he's going to play Lobo. I've said it multiple times. This is a role he should have been playing from the jump. He should have never been Aquaman in the first place. But either way, I definitely do believe that he is going to play that role. But he has been interviewed a little bit more about this. And one question that came up was, yo, what about Batman, right? Because in case y'all didn't know, initially in Aquaman 2, and again, this is when there was all the Wild Wild West stuff. This is before James Gunn and then a little bit after James Gunn and all this stuff. And let's not forget your boy, Ezra Miller. You also had the fact that we had all these Batman running around, right? You have Michael Keaton's Batman, who was supposed to be in that now scrapped Batgirl movie. So he's not in there. So what do? Then you had reports of Michael Keaton being in the Flash movie. I believe he's still in that. But then you also had reports of Michael Keaton. He was supposed to be in Aquaman 2, but then we also heard that Ben Affleck was coming back and they were going to put him in there instead. So it's been a mess because WB didn't know what they was doing. They didn't know what they wanted. And I think it wasn't until James Gunn came along and that they actually made the decision to hire him that they were like, maybe we'll keep going with this. So nobody knows. We could have 5 Batman running around. We don't know what's going to happen. But Jason Momoa was asked about this, and he did comment on Michael Keaton's Batman specifically. And he said this: I shot with a couple different Batmans, but you just don't know what's going on, and we'll see what the end product is. Okay, so what does that mean? It means we don't know nothing yet. That's it. That's all it means. It means that we still don't know who's going to be Batman, but what we do know is that they have shot multiple things with probably Ben Affleck's Batman. They've shot things with Michael Keaton's Batman. So whatever happens in Aquaman 2, that's probably going to be more indicative of the direction that WB is going to take moving forward. Maybe we learned something else during the Flash movie. I don't know. But one way or another, I like the fact that, without saying it, he basically said, yo, WB is going to cover their butts. They're going to cover their butts. They're going to shoot multiple Batman. And, hey, we'll find out what happens. And sometimes, here's the thing. Sometimes actors don't know. Sometimes actors don't actually know what the end product is. They know what they shoot, but they don't know what gets taken out. They don't know what gets added, So, like, I like the fact that he just let us know, hey, multiple things got shot. Now, I'm wondering, are we going to get those deleted scenes? Because that would be kind of interesting if we can get that. But anyway, I guess my question for you is, which Batman do you want to see continuing? Do you want to see Batfleck come back with Ben Affleck? Or do you want to see the GOAT, Michael Keaton, come back as Batman and be like the constant Batman moving forward? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. All right, who else we got? We got 60 plus reviews. Hit that like button, fam. Thank you so much for the support, ma'am. I appreciate you. Yes, let's get those likes up. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Rams coming through. Come on, folks. Y'all heard the misses. Let's rep for the E fam and show how we support our own. That like button is calling for you. I hear it calling you. Let's go. Come through. Let's go with the support. See, this is why I mess with y'all. This is what I'm talking about. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you so much for that. That is awesome. Thank you, Alejandro, my man. What's going on? What's up, man? Been a minute that I made a live replay gang. Shout out to the replay gang. Jason Momoa was like, I can be charming and savage. Man, might as well just say you playing Lobo. This is what I'm saying. This is what I've been saying. This man wakes up, eats breakfast, goes to the bathroom, and forgets that he's Lobo. He don't even know that he's Lobo, and he just be walking around being Lobo. That's how natural this character is for him. The same way Ryan Reynolds, no matter what he does, you like, that's Deadpool. I don't care if you're playing some other movie and some Christmas thing with Chris, you Deadpool. That's Lobo. Now, the problem is, unfortunately, a lot of people just don't know who Lobo is. A lot of people have not seen Lobo, but if you've seen him in any medium, any cartoon, any whatever, you like, oh, that's Jason Momoa. Yeah, that's him. That's him. So yeah, it's I don't know why he playing. I don't even know why it's a secret. Forget the secret. Just tell us. Shoot, we can get excited. We'll hold on to it. But anyway, let me know which ones you guys are excited for. All right. So I'm not gonna spend too much time on this, but I'm a film critic, so I gotta talk about it. But the Oscar nominations have come out. And we do have a couple films here and things that are there, of course, with every Oscars, there's some snubs, some delights, some well deserved ones as that that also get nominated. So I'm just gonna kind of go over some of the nominations and just kind of give some quick thoughts on them. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. But I'm actually curious, and I kind of wanted to do this poll. On a scale from 1 to 10, how interested are you in the Oscars? Like, how interested are you in terms of like actually tuning in on Oscar night and watching? Now, while you're rating that, I want you to also consider you're not looking for another Will Smith slap, right? Like, because I feel like the only time the Oscars have been interesting has been if there's a controversy, if there's a Oscar so white. Oh, now we got to tune in to see what the next black host, because that's what they got to do. What's the black host going to say about Oscars so white? Or, I mean, it's not like they have a Super Bowl halftime show. Like, I don't know. Like I'm in the industry, so it's like for me, I kind of sort of have to pay attention to the Oscars. But I ain't never really heard the average person actually talk about them as if like, oh my gosh, did you see that best picture? Oh my gosh, yeah, that person won best actor, and eh. But I am also curious as to what you guys think would make the Oscars interesting for you. So, in other words, what do you think it would take for you to actually care about the Oscars? Is it just too long? Do you not care about certain categories? Do you want to see certain performances? Does the host matter? Like, let me know, because I'm just always curious about what it takes from the people, the general people. What would it take to make you actually care about the Oscars? What would it take to actually have you tune in and be like, yeah, now I care? But anyway, let's kind of go over a couple of these nominations here. And I'll just give some quick takes. I won't take too much time with this. Let's see, what do we have? So, Best Picture. I haven't even seen all of these. I haven't seen All Quiet on the Western Front yet, but I heard it's all right. Avatar, with James Cameron. Now, first of all, we already know James Cameron don't miss. And look, Avatar, if I'm not mistaken, I think Avatar done crossed not only $2 billion, but I think Avatar has also become, if not the 6th place, I think it's now 5th place all time. James Cameron got at least 3 movies that are the top 7 of all time. I already went through this. I already told you who gonna check this man. Who's ever gonna tell this man no to anything? He got the top 10 movies of all time. What? Whew. I don't think Avatar is gonna win though. I don't think it's gonna win. At the end of the day, it's great for the visuals. I think everybody agrees with that. But the stories, the acting, well, I don't know. But after that, what else do they have here? They got Banshees of Inisherin. I saw that. I mean, this is one of those type of movies that it's one of those movies that really makes, I think, general audiences wonder why, right? Because this is not a movie that I would not recommend this movie to the average person. I'm not going to do that. I'm just not. But it's such a niche film. It's technically well made. Technically, it's well made. I mean, you're talking about a film that if you were in film school, you'll get an A. But how interesting it was, you know. I'm sorry, and this is no slight against them, but I'm just not that drawn to Irish historical culture and lore and stuff like that. In other words, if it requires for me to do extra research for me to appreciate the movie, now I can't really give your movie that much credit. You know, I understand that critics love it. I'm not one of those critics. And maybe this is one of the reasons why we need more diversity in not just film criticism, but also with the Academy in general. You know, I mean, I'm trying very hard not to go on a rant about the Academy and why it is so jacked up. But I'll just say this: if you have one leading demographic voting for stuff, things are gonna get voted according to that. But anyway, what else do they have? Elvis. Elvis was okay. I think the performance in Elvis was probably the best thing from Austin Butler. He did it. He did a great job. Everything, everywhere, all at once. Okay, now this one, I'm gonna give this a little time. If y'all have not, and this is on me, I did not review this movie on my channel, so I apologize. Everything, everywhere, all at once is a solid movie. When I tell you this movie is all about the multiverse, okay, this movie did the multiverse in a different way that you did not see coming. You get the sci-fi, you get the theme, the family themes, the parental themes are so good. They're so strong. If you have parents that are foreigners, my goodness, that is something that you can relate. I know I can relate to them. I can relate to a whole bunch of the stuff. But anyway, just if you haven't watched it, you go watch Everything Everywhere All at Once. Go watch it. Go watch it. Rock solid. What else do they have? The Fablemans, meh, I don't know. That's not for me. I don't care. Tar, good performance. It's all right. Top Gun Maverick, I'm here for this. I'm glad that Top Gun's getting some love because let's be honest, Top Gun saved movie theaters during the pandemic. I mean, okay, we had No Way Home, but I'm sorry, Top Gun came out of nowhere and it saved the pandemic. Wasn't nobody checking for it. Nobody. So shout out to them. Triangle of Sadness, I have not seen, but I've heard it's okay. Women Talking, I've heard is really, really good, but I also believe is probably a little too niche, but fantastic performances. But I'm gonna tell you this right now, straight up. I am disappointed in two snubs. One, well, actually, that's for a different category. For Best Picture, I am very, very disappointed in the entire Academy that RRR is not put up there. If you can have Top Gun Maverick up there, you can have RRR. If you do not know what I'm talking about, go to Netflix, type in RRR. It is a Hindi movie from Bollywood, Southern Asia, right? This movie, when I tell you the first 10 minutes are going to have you like, dang. The first 20 minutes are going to have you like, well, damn. Then the next 40 minutes are going to have you like, yo. Then the rest of the movie is going to have you sitting there like, yo, this is amazing. It's 3 hours long. I'm telling you, it's 3 hours long, but it doesn't matter. This 1 minute, this movie is like Captain America or Captain India. Then the next minute, it's like Fast and the Furious. Take that how you want. Then the next minute, it's like Avengers. Then it's like Tango and Cash. Then it's like a 90s action movie. Then it's like a slavery movie. I'm like, this movie is all over the place. And I love it. It is so phenomenal. It is so good. It is an English dub, so don't worry. You can watch it and they'll have like English speaking people. But oh my God, I love that movie. It's funny. It's got one of the best songs in there with Natu Natu, I think they call it. It does have some musicals in there, but my goodness. And look, the only knock I'd give it, and it's such a minor one, sometimes the editing is a little here or there. But honestly, if you go watch an American action film, it's the same issue. So if you like those type of things, listen, RRR, for the music, for the action, for the adventure, for the drama, that thing should have been a Best Picture. It should have been a Best Picture, no doubt. So I think the movie blog is in here, if I'm not mistaken, my outlet out there. What'd you ask me? RRR or Everything Everywhere? You know what? That's a tough question, but I'm going to have to go RRR only because I find it more entertaining. Like I'm having a good time with it. And I can rewatch RRR at any time. I can sit back and rewatch it and have a great time with it. Everything Everywhere All at Once is really, really good. But like I felt like once I saw it, that was all I needed. That RRR, man, I could watch that tomorrow again, all 3 hours. That good. Go watch it. It's on Netflix. It's a good time. Go do it. Just go do it. Let's see. What else do we have? Best director. I just don't like the fact that there are no black women at all. I think for Woman King, Gina Prince, Bythewood should have been up there. I think it's definitely messed up that they didn't get that. I think out of this, who could win? I want to say the Daniels might win it, but I would not be surprised if they try to give it to Steven Spielberg, mainly because The Fabelmans was pretty much a movie about, anytime Hollywood has a movie about Hollywood, they just get this weird bias or whatever. So whatever. I don't care. Best lead actor. I think the main competition has got to be between Brendan Fraser and Austin Butler and Elvis. Colin Farrell, I'm sorry, in the Banshees. To be honest with you, I don't know why he's up there. I don't know why. And I'm not saying that he was terrible, but I would not be surprised if there were other candidates that could have made a better case. But I think it's going to be between Austin Butler and Brendan Fraser. Best lead actress, once again, black women got shut out. I don't even care who's up here. Well, except for Michelle Yeoh. I think Michelle Yeoh should absolutely get it in this case. However, I am not okay with the fact that what's the sister's name? Danielle Deadweiler, I think her name is, from Till. If you've watched Till, and I think I've talked about it on my channel, Till is an emotionally tough movie. If you already know, it's about the story of Emmett Till, but mainly his mother. I'm not going to sit here and say Till should win Best Picture, Best Director. I'm not going to say that. If it nominated, fine. That's fine. But at the very least, the sister absolutely should have been nominated. That is a bona fide snub. And the reason why I'm saying it's a snub is because she had an excellent opportunity to actually win Best Lead Actress as well. So I am not okay with the fact that she was not even nominated. And it does give me the impression that the Academy members, they probably didn't see the movie. They probably didn't see it at all. And the fact that you don't even have Viola Davis. What? Who? How dare you? How dare all of y'all in the Academy not to nominate Viola Davis? I'm not saying she should have won. I'm not saying she would have lost. I'm just saying, how dare y'all not even nominate her in the lead actress category? For what? For what? Michelle Williams in The Fabelman? For what? That? Huh? Andrea Riseborough, whatever, the one that got a whole controversy right now. This other lady, whoever, to Leslie, she got a whole controversy going on right now. You know, and that's more niche stuff or whatever. That basically bumped her in there unfairly. At least that's the investigation that's going on. And y'all just forgot about Viola Davis. Whatever. Supporting actor, who do they have up here? I'm rooting for Brian Tyree Henry, but I could totally see Ke Huy Quan winning it for Everything Everywhere All at Once. He was absolutely great. So I could totally see that. Come on now, Best Supporting Actress. If it does not go to Queen Mother, we riot. I don't endorse violence, but I'm saying like socially on social media. Angela Bassett better win Best Supporting Actress. She already won Critics' Choice. She already won like all these other awards. Y'all need to give her. If y'all don't get, y'all didn't give it to her for What's Love Got to Do with It. Y'all didn't give it to her for all the other things that she has done. If she don't get it for this, throw the awards away. Just throw it away. Throw it away. Anyway, what else do we have? Best Adapted Screenplay. I would give that to Glass Onion I'd give it to Glass Onion. Best Original Screenplay, that's got to go to Everything Everywhere. Cinematography. That's tough. I'm going to skip that for now because I want to watch All Quiet on the Western Front first before I make that final thing. Documentary, nah, I don't care about that. Don't care about editing either. Sorry. International, man, RRR could have been here too. That could have been there too. Listen, this is all RRR got was Best Original Song, and they better win this too. Because when I tell you they first started playing this jam, and I was sitting there like, yo, this a cut. This is a cut. Production design. Look at this. How you not gonna have the Woman King on here either? Really? For production design, you're not gonna have the Woman King at all. Now, of course, I think Avatar got to win this more than likely. Visual effects, that got to go to Avatar. That has to go to Avatar. Black Panther, okay, yeah, I get it. Whatever, this has to go to Avatar. Like, no question about it. Best animated film, I think between Puss in Boots, which is getting really good reviews. I would give it to Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. I just thought it was fantastic. I don't even know why this Marcel in the Shell with shoes on. I don't even know why this isn't animated, but whatever. Costume, I'm here for it. Give it to Ruth Carter for Black Panther. She always comes through. Let's see. Makeup and styling. I think for makeup, I think you got to give it to the Batman because you have to give it to Penguin. The way that they transformed Colin Farrell into Penguin and people didn't even realize that was him. I think the Batman's got to get it. Now, the Whale could get in there too with Brendan Fraser. They made him into the really obese guy, but I'm sorry. I knew that was still Brendan Fraser. I didn't know that was Colin Farrell as the Penguin. That has to go to the Batman, I think. Let's see. What else do they have? Sound? Okay, whatever. No, I don't even think anybody cares about those other things. But anyway, those are just some quick takes on the whole Oscars thing. Let me just say that like I am not okay with the okay, I'm gonna have to rant. I'm sorry. Oscars are so white. Okay, that's just what it is. The Academy has about 8,000 to 10,000 members. Now, out of those thousands of members, over the past couple years, it's been reported that, I don't know, 90+% are dominated by older white men. That's just the makeup of the Academy. So when they say that Oscars are so white, it's not like an opinion, it's a fact, right? Because it's older white guys that are directors, that are writers, that are actors, that are all these different positions that make up the Academy. In my opinion, the Academy in itself, the Oscars in itself, the only reason it gets as much pub as it does is because of legacy, not because of merit. I don't believe it's because of merit, because of the skewed lack of diversity within the voting body. If it was a better representation of people that actually watch movies and make them as well, then I could put a little bit more respect on the Academy's name. In the meantime, with a voting body that is primarily dominated by older white males, I cannot hold it at the same level of esteem as I would anything else. Now, with that said, do I believe that the Oscars or the Academy are racist? No, I don't. I know that might sound shocking to some people. Yes, I do believe Oscars are so white. Yes, I do have a problem with Oscar voters saying, hey, I didn't even want to go watch Get Out. I didn't even want to go watch XYZ insert foreign black movie or whatever. I do have a problem with that because I feel like if you have this platform, you should like actually watch stuff, right? I mean, even for myself, there are certain things I won't vote for if I know I haven't seen enough to make a reasonable decision, right? At the same time, at the same time, I also know that people are going to vote, and not even just vote. People are going to be drawn to whatever is familiar to them. That's just human nature, right? I will admit it. If I see two movies and one is, Banshees of Inisherin, and the other one is, I don't know, The Woman King, I'm going to lean towards The Woman King because I can identify with that a little bit more. It's a black movie with black actors and actresses that I know, that I like. I'm going to side with that versus the movie that's about like two guys fighting or two friends fighting back in like the 1900s of Ireland or whatever. Sue me. Now, granted, I still watch both, right? So I can be informed. But if I had a preference, I'm going to go towards my preference, right? But this is why diversity matters. This is why when the Academy sits here and says, "Hey, we doubled our numbers in diversity," what does that even mean? Y'all had like, I don't know, 36 black people and now you went to what, 72? Out of 8,000? Out of 9,000, 10,000? What does that mean? It doesn't mean very much, So for me, I'm like, I'm not going to fault the Academy and the vast majority of white voters that are going to go to what's familiar because I do it too. But what I am going to say is that we do, all of us collectively within the whole award ecosystem, we need to put more respect on the other award shows that do appeal to the things that you enjoy. So, for example, if you are of Latino descent or Hispanic or whatever, guess what? Critics' Choice, they do a celebration of Hispanic, awards, of the Latino awards. They also do celebration of Black, cinema as well. You also have the Image Awards, which celebrate Black film creators, Black women, Black directors, all of that stuff. You have the NCAA Awards. Like you have so many award shows that are out there that are, really focusing on the type of films and the genres that get ignored by the Academy. Those need some shine too. So, I was gonna say the BET Awards, but I don't think anybody really cares about that too much. So whatever. But you know what I'm saying, right? So anyway, I'm just saying, like, this is why I don't put so much stock into the Oscars as much, because people are going to vote the way they vote. I'm waiting for the day when the voting body gets more diverse. I'm waiting for the day when those numbers start to get more mixed. Now I can actually pay more attention to who and how y'all vote, because I know that, hey, if 10 of y'all don't go watch this XYZ black movie, I know another 10 will. And maybe that is going to be the way it actually gets nominated, or it actually gets attention or whatnot. But anyway, that's my little rant for the Academy and all the Oscars stuff or whatnot. But no, I'm not gonna lose no sleep about anything in the Oscars no more. I'm tired of being stressed out. The more I learned about how the whole voting system worked and all that, I'm like, man, I'm good on all of this. Y'all gonna vote how you want to vote, and if people gonna put stock in it, okay, I guess. But anyway, y'all let me know how you feeling about the Oscars, what you looking forward to, what you care about, what movies you plan on going to see. Let me know in the comments down below. What we got here? Let's go 60 plus. What we got? Once Angela Bassett wins, I'm turning it off. Right? I think that might be the only thing I do too. I think I'm only gonna go in. I'm just gonna be like, all right, when is Angela winning? Okay, is that all for the black movies and black actors? All right, I'm out. I think I'm out. Again, you're gonna be attracted to what's familiar. I'm not even gonna say that's a bad or good thing. It's just what it is. Derek, what you got? I haven't watched since Training Day. Zero interest. Totally understand, bro. I totally understand. And that's the other thing. I've always had an issue with when black actors, and I've talked about this before, when black actors do get recognized, they get recognized for these roles that are stereotypically terrible. So you mean to tell me that after Malcolm X, Glory, and all these other movies, y'all didn't recognize Denzel Washington was a fantastic actor until he turned into a crooked cop in Training Day? You mean to tell me that y'all didn't see Saving Isaiah or anything else that Halle Berry did, but the second she starts getting naked on screen, that's when she gets an award? Who is watching Monsters Ball? Who's even talking about Monsters Ball today? You mean to tell me that y'all didn't recognize? Now, don't get me wrong, Jamie Foxx is fantastic now, but it took a drug addicted crackhead, Ray, for him to win. You mean to tell me that y'all would give, and shout out to Forrest Whitaker and all that, y'all would give an award to a black tyrant, the role that Forrest Whitaker played, Last King of Scotland. Y'all would give it to a black tyrant, but you didn't want to give it to Will Smith, who played a struggling black father that was actually successful in taking care of his kid. Y'all didn't, that imagery wasn't enough. Y'all. So for me, it's like I be looking at some of these winners, and when they're black, and I'm like, yeah, but like, what did y'all have to do? Like, that's what it got. That's what got y'all there. Let it be a slave movie, 12 Years a Slave. Now we got your attention. Now it's okay. Miss me with all that, man. Miss me. Let's see. Derek, what you got? Do fantasy movies with the Oscars. But that means I gotta care more. That means I gotta care about it. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. If I got time, I'll see if there's like a bracket or something. We'll see how that can go. Derek, back at it. Thank you so much. The Oscars are boring to me now, bro. Totally get it. Totally understand. The Queen is back. Come through at top supporter. We are at 100 folks short. Let's go. Hit that like. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Come on now. Coming through with the love tonight. Love it. Derek, back at it. E-Man, do you think the slap has anything to do with the snob or the snub? It would be just like Hollywood, in my opinion. I don't think so. I mean, if anything, you didn't see Antoine Fuqua up there. You didn't see Will Smith nominated, even though technically he could be nominated. So I don't think that is part of the backlash. I honestly just think that, at the end of the day, the voters just don't care to watch things that don't appeal to them. They're just like the mere fact that The Woman King got nothing, no best director, no best production design, costume design, makeup, nothing for The Woman King. It's a disgrace. It is ridiculous. But when you look at who's voting, it makes sense. Because when you look at like AFCA, African American Film Critic Association, or Celebration of Black Cinema. Who's winning? It's those black films that are getting recognized. Those, and here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. Black press, critics, and stuff like that, we still have to go watch a lot of these other movies as well. It's not like we only watch the black movies and that's it. We watch the black movies, then we watch everything else too. And then we come to the criteria. Yep, that one won. Yep, that one deserves best director. So it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But no, I don't think the snap is directly responsible for it at all. But you know, I'm pretty sure there's still some out there that are holding a grudge. But I think it's more focused towards Will Smith, if anything. Derek, are screenplays like trailers or script? Oh, screenplays are basically the scripts. It's basically the script of the movie itself, the story. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. All right, let's move on because I gotta hurry up and get up out of here. What do we have? Oh, come on now. We already have Spider-Man No Way Home, guys. You already know what that means. That means that we have the possibility of the GOAT Spider-Man coming back. Okay, and come on now. I mean, if you new here, you should already know who the GOAT Spider-Man is. That is Toby Maguire. Come on now. That is the first that we all. That's well, not the first, but first enough. He was my first, and that made him GOAT enough. Okay, Toby Maguire was asked about coming back as Spider-Man, and this is what he said. When they called initially, I was like, finally, I got the call and was immediately open about coming to do this, not without nerves, you know. What will this look like and what will the experience be? But to get to show up with beautiful, talented, creative people and play together, it's just like, yes, it's a fun and exciting. I love these films and I love all the different series. If these guys called me and said, would you show up tonight and hang out and goof around? Would you show up and do this movie or read a scene or do a Spider-Man thing? It would be a yes, because why wouldn't I want to do that? Come through, GOAT. This is what I'm talking about. I love his enthusiasm. For a long time, I thought that he was actually against it. Like, I thought he moved on, but I'm glad. Listen, maybe that was the case and he changed his mind. I don't care. If I'm Sony, I am pulling him in and I'm like, please come help us. Please come and save our movies. Come be in the next Venom movie. Come be in this Madam Web thing or this El Bunny. I don't know, the El Muerto or whatever. Come and be in this Craven movie that we finna come out with. Please help. We need somebody. Whew, my goodness. But anyway, I am just very, very ecstatic that he is okay with this and that he is with this and he is down. Because I will never have enough Toby as Peter Parker. I've said it before. He was the best Peter Parker out there, and a great Spider-Man as well. Would you like to see Toby come back? Let me know in the comments down below. Or maybe are you good? Are you like, nah, man, the way he went out last time was fine and that was it? I don't know. Y'all let me know how you feel. What you got, Robert? Did I see a review missing? No, you know what? I didn't see missing. Not yet. But I wanted to, because I also saw Searching, and Missing is like a sequel, or it's from the same people that did Searching, and I thought Searching was fantastic. It was like one of the best movies I've seen. And I loved it. But I did have the wife and my daughter go see Missing, and they said they really enjoyed it. So that's enough praise for me. I think that if they like it, then it's definitely got to be good. So if you haven't seen it, you know, sounds good. I haven't heard anyone say anything bad about it. But thank you so much for that. Famous J. Hey, Happy New Year, E-Fam. I have to mention CW is trying to reboot my all-time favorite sci-fi show, Babylon 5. Oh, okay. Not sure I want to see that. The original TV series with movies was so great, minus Crusade. Kang Gang, recast T'Challa. You know, that's so funny. Because for one, I didn't know. I never really followed Babylon 5. I felt I was a little overwhelmed by Babylon 5 because I was like, dang, at that time, what was it? I know Star Trek was out. God, there was another one. Babylon 5 was out there, But there was like, I think it was Stargate or something. There was like all these sci-fi shows, and I was just like, I can't choose. Like, I just couldn't get down with it. But I know people that saw Babylon or that watched Babylon 5 really loved it. So I'm totally with you on that. I'm happy that that they're at least bringing it back. Hopefully they do it well. Hopefully they do it well, and maybe it'll bring in a new fan base to do that as well. So, but thank you so much for that contribution. I really, really appreciate you. All right, let's move on. What else do we have? I don't know if we want to do. Y'all cool with some rumors? Y'all want to do rumors? Yeah, let's do some rumors real quick. Whatever. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But we do have. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Let me get the rumors. Okay. Of course, there have been rumors for a long time about the Fantastic Four, who's gonna be in it, who's not gonna be in it, who's gonna be Doctor Doom, who's gonna be Reed Richards, all this stuff. So there was a recent rumor that came out that apparently they got one actor that might be in the talks for something. We don't know who, we don't know what, but for something. And this one is none other than Ryan Gosling. Apparently, he is rumored for a Fantastic Four movie. And the only reason I bring this up, the only reason is because the person that brought this rumor up is the same one that leaked the that broke the story of Red Hulk being recast. So this guy's got a little credibility. He's got a track record of being consistent with, his rumors or whatnot. But it's a miss for me. I'm sorry. I don't understand why the hype behind Ryan Gosling. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, I liked him in La La Land. I like him in other certain movies, but it's just he just doesn't do it for me, like as an actor, and I don't see why other people like him for so many things. Don't get me wrong, I get it. Some people, say he's very handsome and stuff. That's fine. That's fine. I'm cool. I'm talking about in terms of he's good for this role, he's good for that role. I'm like, based on what? What did y'all see that said that's Ryan Gosling? What is it? Because a lot of times I'd be like, he comes off kind of stiff to me. I've seen him in a couple of movies in different varieties, in different genres. Drive, Only God Forgives, like La La Land. And I'm like, I'm sorry, brother seems kind of stiff. I don't know. So I don't get the hype. I really don't. I'm not saying he's a terrible actor. I'm just saying he just doesn't come off as the actor that, like, people throw his name around like he's Leonardo DiCaprio. That's the part that I'm like, what are we doing? Like, what why? you know. But anyway, there is that little rumor about him coming out, and let's see, what did they say? So they just heard some rumblings about Gosling in the mix for Fantastic Four, but they didn't specify for which role. All I'm gonna say is just look, just don't go making him Reed Richards. If you want to give him a generic role, fine, whatever. He don't need to be Doom. He don't need to be nobody in the Fantastic Four. None of them. Don't just don't. Not for me. Not for me. I don't need him as Human Torch. I don't need him as Thing. I don't need him as nothing. If you want to make him another character, fine. Just no thank you. Just no thank you. Anyway, I don't listen. That's just my opinion. Maybe y'all see him better for something else. Let me know what you would like to see Ryan Gosling be if he is in a Fantastic Four movie. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What is this? Nelson, what you say? You heard about Mackey's new Ghost movie on that? Yes, I have. And You gonna watch it? I saw the trailer. I'm not watching it. Ain't got nothing to do with him. I saw the trailer, and honestly, the trailer showed me everything. So I don't care. Like, whatever. And here's the thing: he might actually do a very good job in it because he's a supporting role. It's not his movie. He does very good in supporting roles. I've been telling y'all that. It ain't his movie, so it is what it is. Let's see. What else do we have? Okay, let's do these real quick. I'm not gonna do all of these topics because my time is running short. Let us do. Oh, did I even put this up? Come on now. I'm slacking. There was a new trailer up, so let's go over the Shazam 2 trailer that just recently came out. I heard they got some new footage in there, so I'm seeing people talk about it online, saying like, "Yo, they doing this, they doing it." So let's check it out. Okay, so I got this loaded up here. Now I will say that, like, for Shazam, I enjoyed the first movie. I enjoyed the first Shazam movie. I had a good time with it. I thought it captured the tone of the comic. I figured that, it did everything that it was supposed to do from the comic, and I was good with it. I was very good with it. But I was disappointed when the sequel was not going to have Black Adam in it. And I mean, I've talked about this before, that like not having Black Adam, especially after you've teased Black Adam, doesn't really make a lot of sense. But of course, Rock, ego, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, they dropped another trailer for it. The first trailer was okay, but I don't think it really showed anything. But this second trailer supposedly is going to be very good. So let's check it out.
We are at war. We will annihilate everything. Champions of this realm can do nothing to stop us.
You are very menacing. I just want you to know that.
Damn. You hit him with the We Are Sparta.
A lot has changed in the last few years. The wizard gave me superpowers. Shazam! And then everybody got superpowers.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
All right, here's the situation.
Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
The daughters of Atlas are coming to hunt us.
Children stole the power of the gods. You ripped it from our father's core.
Okay, I feel like maybe I should be writing all this down.
Give us the powers, child.
Your world will not survive this.
You want these powers? Come get them!
Hey, Khaleesi!
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
All right.
Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
We have one job to do. Save the world. Billy!
I don't know how we fight powers like this.
I can't do this. Take my powers back. You gave them to me so you could take them back, right?
I spent millennia searching for a worthy champion. You know exactly what must be done.
Billy, what are you doing?
I have to do this.
We end this now.
Yeah, we do.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
So he fighting a dragon the whole time? I mean, okay. All right. I felt like I was watching like Game of Thrones meets like Narnia or something. Like we all just so you fighting the old lady and her sister and Puff the Magic Dragon? Like that's I'm just saying like that's it. That's it. Ah. All right. I mean, I'm I can't say that was exciting, you know. I will say that I am interested in that little thing that she said though. She said that their powers were stolen from Atlas. So now that sounds like, oh, so the wizard Shazam, you was on some shiesty stuff. So you stole them powers? Okay. So I'm interested in that storyline. I don't know if that's comic accurate or not. I haven't really followed the Shazam comics like that. I'm worried this is gonna get, I don't know, like I'm feeling like Percy Jackson vibes, you know? I don't know. I'll say this. I was also a little concerned when they said that Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu were going to be the main villains. Because I'm like, anytime you have like a superhero movie and you got a big swole male, superhero going against females, it always feels like something gets compromised. Like it doesn't always feel like they're gonna go all out, Now, if you watch something like The Raid Part 2, nobody cares about that. Ain't no gender discrimination in that. Okay. Man, woman, kid, whoever, you getting them hands and them feet. All of them. Right. But I don't know. I can't, I'm not gonna act like this got me hyped. This didn't get me hyped. But I'll still go watch it. But I mean, if okay, maybe it didn't work for me. And maybe, because I kept hearing people gassing this up. I kept hearing people gassing up this trailer like, oh my gosh, WB is back, baby. This finna save WB? This right here, that? All right, I guess. I don't know. I don't even have anything, like, everything felt all over the place. I felt like they showed too much of the third act. I hope not. I hope all the dragon stuff and people attacking the city, I hope that's not the third act. But if it is, you're not really leaving much to be desired. Did you spoil the movie? I don't know. We'll see. Let me know your thoughts about it, though, in the comments below. Lady M, hello. Thank you so much. Hey, E-Man and E-Fam. Been a while, but Ryan Gosling can be random scientist number 4, and I'll be good. Yes! Perfect casting. Perfect. I'll take it. If they just want to do a little, oh, look at that, it's Ryan Gosling in the background, ha ha ha, look at the cameo, fine. I'll give me that'll work for me. Derek, what you got? E-Man, have you checked out Vox Machina? It's amazing. Absolutely. I am on episode 3 of season 2. And it is so good. Vox Machina is so great. If you like Invincible, this is Invincible meets Dungeons with Dragons. Like Vox Machina on Amazon Prime, also great. If you like that raunchy, violent humor, fantastic stuff. Fantastic. Alejandro back at it. He even said, Kale, bruh, man, listen, or Khalees, was it? Man, I don't, man. Y'all, I don't know. Y'all can have this one. I'm just Lady M back at it. So this was House of Shazam of the Rings. Apparently, it's looking like a family affair, and it's looking like, the kid's gonna get taken, power swapped. I don't care. I don't think I care. Yeah, I don't think I care as much. Like, I'm gonna watch it with very low expectations, and I hope it blows me away. I hope it does surprise me. I hope it comes back and it changes my mind. I don't know, but we'll see. I don't know. The man, what's going on, Dan? The man, what's going on? Replay gang, Wakanda forever. E fam, roll out. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Hopefully, you got some great endeavors going on right now. Thank you so much for that. Let's see, what else do we have? You know what? I'm just gonna do this one real quick. Now here's the thing. This is gonna be a rumor. I don't know if this is going to be true or not. I don't know. So I'm gonna give you one update, and this comes from one of the execs from Marvel. But the rumor that I'm gonna go into after this, it might be a spoiler thing. It might. I don't know. So I'm giving you that little heads up now. But for the update, for the Thunderbolts, as you know, the Thunderbolts movie is something that has finally been announced. It's been coming out. We saw the cast. Basically, they got, I mean, it's almost like the same cast and crew from all the other super soldier movies and stuff, you know. So you got Yelena, Taskmaster, Red Guardian, Val. You got all these people coming back for Thunderbolts. Red Hulk, supposedly with Harrison Ford, is going to be in there. But we actually got some update about what to expect with Thunderbolts. Like, what's it going to be like? How's it going to feel? And this comes from Andy Park. Here we go. It comes from Andy Park. And he says, here's the back cover portion of the wraparound cover I got to illustrate for the art of Black Widow. Get your copy today. Taskmaster, the Red Guardian, Yelena, and Valentina will be returning in the upcoming Thunderbolts film. He also says that it's like a Black Widow sequel, and these movies are connected or something. It's gonna get interesting. Well, there you go. So Thunderbolts, apparently, from the vibe, from the story, is going to be a sequel, kind of like Black Widow 2. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I don't know. But I will say this. Now, this rumor, again, I'm about to go into this rumor, and this may be a spoiler if it's true. I don't know. But this rumor does have me thinking how this might make sense. How it might make sense. So, again, if you don't want to know about the Thunderbolts, this is the time to kind of dip off. But this rumor might happen, and this could make sense. Apparently, the rumor is that there might be another super soldier coming around. So one of the ideas that's out there is that Valentina, she is putting together this ragtag team who just so happen to all be super soldiers. And apparently they got to go get another super soldier. They have to go get this super soldier under control. And the super soldier could be the Sentry. For those of you that don't know, the Sentry is basically like Marvel's version of Superman. In the comics, he basically was given these drugs, and it basically gave him like all these superpowers, and he is like one of the most powerful people. Again, he's like their Superman. However, there was a side effect, which was he also not only was he Sentry, but he also was this other entity called the Void. And the Void was basically like his alter ego, and it was like he was always battling the Void, but like he didn't know he was the Void. But again, that was in the comics. Who knows if they do that here? So it is possible that, at least according to this rumor, that it's going to be Valentina. It's going to be Val. She's the one that actually created her own super soldier, and maybe she's the one that created the Sentry. But the Sentry's out of control. So what happens? You got to get the Thunderbolts together, get you some more super soldiers to go get control of this other super soldier that's out of control. So if that's the case, that kind of sort of makes sense how this could be a Black Widow sequel. I kind of get that. However, I'm a little, if that's the story, I'm kind of like, yo, like, didn't we do this already? I mean, how many times you gonna have super soldiers going after super soldiers after super soldier after the super soldier? And like, isn't this kind of what happened with Winter Soldier? Isn't this what happened in Civil War? Isn't this what happened in Black Widow? So like, y'all not tired of this yet? Like, this is what we gonna keep doing. So you gonna make Sentry a super soldier? I mean, I don't know. Mark, we're getting into a new phase. Bob Iger is back. You cannot blame, Chapek no more. I'm gonna need y'all to come stronger now. Marvel, I'm gonna need y'all to come stronger. That's all I'm gonna say. Come stronger, because this creativity is it's sounding like it's lacking, but I will wait and see. I'll wait and see. Anywho, speaking of Marvel, we're just gonna wrap it up with the boss man, Kevin Feige. As y'all might have heard, he had weighed in on the ever revolving topic, and I'm almost tired of talking about it because I've been talking about this for years. Like, I literally made a video in 2016, I believe. This is back when I actually had hair. 2016, I made a video, and it was all about whether or not comic book movie fatigue was a thing. And I've told y'all it's not. And it looks like Kevin Feige agrees with me and common sense, because he doesn't think audiences are ever going to get tired of superhero movies either. He said this: I've been at Marvel Studios for over 22 years, and most of us here at Marvel Studios have been around a decade or longer together. From probably my second year at Marvel, people were asking, well, how long is this going to last? Is this fad of a comic book movies going to end? And he goes on to say, I didn't really understand the question, because to me, it was akin to saying after Gone with the Wind, well, how many more movies can be made off of novels? Do you think the audience will sour on movies being adapted from books? You would never ask that, because there's an inherent understanding amongst most people that a book can be anything. A novel can be any type of story whatsoever. So it all depends on what story you're translating. Non-comic book readers don't understand that it's the same thing in comics. Come on now. This is it. That's it. I mean, I've never heard so much of a ridiculous discrimination against any other genre. Is there musical movie fatigue? What about comedy movie fatigue? What about drama movie fatigue? Horror. Here's the thing. There have been some terrible horrors. There have been some terrible comedies. All of these things, everything gets a miss. But what are we talking about with the fatigue? And on top of that, who's forcing y'all to watch these things? Who is forcing people to go watch superhero movies? Nobody is telling you better go watch this, Superman movie or Marvel movie or whatever. Why are you even getting tired? Who is dragging you out there to be tired of anything? Are they forcing this on your TVs? Are they forcing your wallet to automatically charge, and they're taking an Uber drive to go to the theater and making you keep your eyeballs open to watch? What are y'all talking about? What are you talking about? Did the choice just disappear? I've told y'all before There's no such thing as comic book movie fatigue. There's no such thing as superhero movie fatigue. You know why? Because y'all don't say nothing. Not y'all. I'm talking about the other y'all. But y'all don't say nothing about this when those movies are hitting. When those movies are making billions of dollars and they're doing fantastic in the box office and everybody's watching them. Everybody's going back to the theater to watch. I don't hear nothing about no fatigue. When Infinity War came out, there was no fatigue talk. When Endgame came out, there was no fatigue talk. Y'all even put up with Captain Marvel and Ant-Man sequel, and y'all still wasn't fatigued. What are y'all talking about? What are these people talking about? You know what is fatigue? You get fatigue when you have a string of bad movies across the genre. That is when you get tired of them. Okay? And you know when we had a string of bad movies and mediocre stuff? Phase 4. Phase 4, I can understand people being tired of that. Don't nobody want to keep going through with that. That's an issue. But I'm sorry, y'all not going to have this energy when the movies are hitting. Because like I said, I did the same thing back in 2016. What was happening during 2016? Snyderverse. A lot of those movies were not hitting. A lot of those movies were not that great. Marvel was still building stuff up. But again, y'all don't, like the man said, y'all don't say this stuff when it comes to novels. Oh man, I'm so tired of them adapting Agatha Christie books. Oh man, not another Sherlock Holmes story. Oh man, not another James Bond story. Y'all know James Bond came from books and novels, right? You know, like what are y'all talking about? Stop it. Stop it. Anyway, if y'all want to have issues with like how Sony be dropping the ball with their little Spider-Man movies, how WB don't know what they doing half of the time, how Marvel gets mid with Phase 4, that's valid. That's fine. Do that. Talk about those specific things. But miss me with this idea that just because it's a superhero movie or a comic book movie, you tired of it. No, it's not, because you don't know all the comics. You don't know all the stories that are out there. And you don't know the future. You don't know what could be coming up in the future that might blow everyone away. Nobody knows that. That's why, like, you tired of what? No, you just saw some things that weren't cool. That's cool. Nobody's forcing you to watch these things, and that's all right. Anyway, that's all I got. Y'all, what do y'all think about Kevin Feige and the whole like fatigue thing? Are you fatigued? Maybe you fatigued. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, though. Let me grab these real quick because the wife is texting me, and I think I needs to go. Let's see, Didier, what you got? Didn't She-Hulk tell Kevin no more super soldiers? She did, and Kevin didn't listen, and he booted her out too. There we go. But thank you for that. Appreciate you. Super soldiers are so tired. They so need. It's not even special no more. You know, like that's what made Captain America so dope, was the fact that he was like one of the only ones. You know, and then of course you had the Hulk, Wolverine, whatever, but they doing too much with it. Alejandro, that's Martin Scorsese saying all that. It could be, yeah, you're right. I mean, we know how it's not cinema. Whatever. Anyway, that's all I got for today, y'all. I really, really appreciate y'all taking the time to hang out with me. Like I said, we are going to come back on what is it? Monday. We're coming back Monday to talk about Last of Us episode 3. I've heard that it's going to be a tearjerker. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not trying to get it spoiled either, but I cannot wait to see what happens. So I will see you guys on Monday night so we can talk about what happens on Last of Us. Go catch up if you haven't been watching. But in the meantime, you already know the deal. Wash your hands, wash your butts. Have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy yourself, and I will see you guys later. Peace.